Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome! Don't know why I'm so hyperactive to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quantum, and with me as always is Liam Dubb.
I have returned after missing last week or 2 weeks, whatever. It was the last episode, but I am back. I have finished that film in Portsmouth, and you know what? You know what? I never thought I'd say this, but god damn it, it's good to speak to you again, Andy.
It's not the same to you, my friend. Always, as well, is Keelan Balderson. He's also here.
Good evening.
That wasn't even a sentence I just said, but fuck it.
Now, before we move on, I have a question to ask both of you.
I have to get the news up.
Well, while you're getting the news up,
And
that sounded
is that
really
the only thing
weird.
you have to get up?
Oh, I don't have that problem. What?
Now,
Continue.
before we move on, I must ask both of you. Now, on Sunday, this past Sunday, something that I worked on was shown on British national television. Did you both see it?
Yeah, no.
You're fired! Get off the show!
Does that mean I'm fired as well?
Did you see it?
I'm sorry.
Did you see it?
No.
Right, well,
I saw
it's
a clip
just
of it
it's
posted
just
online.
Liam's corner for an hour then. So we're moving
I
on
saw a
to the first
screenshot of it.
episode. Where
I
not the
couldn't
first episode.
get
the
it on my
first piece of-
TV. What do you want me to do?
What do you mean you couldn't get it on your TV? It was on national television.
I have free view.
It's not an excuse. You should have ordered.
Yes, it is.
You should have ordered
You
Sky.
should have bought Sky.
You
and
should have
everything,
bought
just-
Sky
What do you think I
specifically
am,
for
made of
that
bloody
show.
money? What the fuck? I'm
You're a
not made
student.
of money.
You're
Anyway,
a
continue
student.
stupid point.
You're swimming in money.
I'm not swimming in money
Why do you, Andy? You
Sure.
go out every night.
because I am a fucking idiot who hates his liver. Continue your point.
Well, I've got to admit, as great as it is to know that something that I've worked on has been shown on national television, I'm gutted that two of my closest acquaintances didn't see it.
Acquaintances.
What?
God damn it, Liam. I'm more than an acquaintance.
All right. What? That sounded a bit gay, to be honest.
You know how I know you're gay? Just continue, for God's sake. Fine, don't continue your point. I don't care. I mean, fuck. You can talk about wrestling if you really want.
Oh, someone's getting a text.
You
Someone's got
haven't-
the phone on.
I am not getting a text.
Oh, it's not me.
It's not
I'm not
me.
popular
Keelan.
enough. Anyway,
There's no text, but it's on.
let's move
Anyway,
on.
Could it be off?
continue. Liam, come on. What are you trying to say?
I've just said my point. My thing was shown on national television. And in case any of you are interested in seeing it, for some reason, I don't know why, if you don't live in Britain or you did miss the show on Sunday, I will put it on the Suplah Facebook page. Just go into Facebook and then in the search bar, just type in the Suplah. You'll see us. Like the page. It means a lot. And then, of course, I'll have the show. It has nothing to do with wrestling. Nor does it have anything to do with anything kind of cool. It's about how great East London is. I don't even live in East London, but fuck it. It was a joke.
We're in an elite club now, Liam. We've both had things shown on very obscure satellite channels.
High five.
Woo!
See, what have you done, Andy? What have you done?
Your show, Andy.
Yeah, where's your thing, Andy?
No.
Where's your thing on TV?
I'm on the internet. That's better than television.
You know, actually, to be honest, Keelan's had his film shown on television. I've had a television show that I've worked on shown on television. Andy sounds really boring.
You should get Andy to sing on television.
Yes!
No, I'm not appearing on X Factor, The Voice, fucking any other shit show. I'm not appearing on them. Shut the fuck up. Let's talk about wrestling.
Alright, let's talk about wrestling.
God damn. Speaking of things, Bound for Glory happened.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So-
Has anyone seen the pictures from Bound for Glory, by the way?
Right, so everyone who knows me knows that I don't really watch TNA, but there was one thing that I took a very keen interest in when it came to Bound for Glory.
And what was that?
That was the crowd attendance. Oh my god. Like,
Oh my god.
I mean, now, for anyone who hasn't seen these pictures, you need to see them.
I'm going to post them in the chat.
Because Well, that's great because the people on demand are totally going to be able to see that, Andy. Nice
Well,
thought there.
also, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll probably edit this so that you can see them now.
Anyway.
Ta-da! Magic.
So,
The tragic thing is, AJ Styles went into the crowd at the very end, and instead of him going into a massive crowd, it was like a load of people rushed towards him because there was no one in the crowd.
LOL.
now I think there's something that I need to talk about here. Recently, there was an interview with none other than Magnus. He seems to be one of the top stars in TNA at the moment, and of course, he's with him being British. There was some interview with him. I think it was on a radio station, and he was asked, what's with the state of TNA at the moment? I mean, look at them. And then Magnus, I think he must have been channeling Eric Bischoff at the time, decided to go on, and it seems like he ripped the internet fans, saying that if you guys don't work in the industry, so you don't know shit. Well, he didn't say you don't know shit, but that's basically what he was implying. He said, unless you work in the industry, you don't know about it. Now, frankly, I don't understand how he can get away by saying this sort of stuff, saying, oh, you don't work in the industry, you don't know if it's good or bad. Magnus, it doesn't take a fucking brain surgeon to realise that if half of the fucking arena is not even filled out, that your company is not doing that well in terms of attendance. You can't be earning that much money.
They market it as TNA's WrestleMania. If they wanted to do that, why didn't they hold it in London, where there was actually a lot of people in the crowd, where it actually looked decent?
And that's
it doesn't make any sense.
They pulled the largest number of people, like the largest crowds in England. Why didn't they do it in England?
Can I just say, though, the reason why they pulled the largest crowd in England?
Because there's no other wrestling companies here.
Well, it's not just that, right? The other reason why they do so well over here compared to WWE, because actually, TNA does better than WWE over in this country.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because TNA, in their defense, made a smarter move than what WWE did. I think I've said this point before. WWE is with Sky, and Sky over here is you have to pay for it. It's a premium television service, so you have to pay a monthly thing for it, and then you get WWE if you get the sports channels. That's how it works. TNA, on the other hand, doesn't do that. They're on what's called Freeview. These are multiple channels that anyone can get absolutely free.
They're on like a game show channel.
They're on Challenge, which is because it's. I'll tell you why it's on Challenge, because it's a fucking challenge to watch the damn thing, right?
See, that's it. It's just it challenges your brain to work out if this is actually anything that makes any sense.
As well as that, not only are they on a Freeview channel that anyone in the country can get, all their pay-per-views over here are given away for free, so we don't even have to pay it. So more people watch the pay-per-views over here. That's why they've done so well. Now, we've said in the past that we think TNA should move their stuff over here. Keelan, I think you've said that that's not a smart idea because they wouldn't be able to really talk because the country's so small, and I understand that. But
I think after like a month, it would kind of wear out. If they wanted to do a pay-per-view a year, like Bound for Glory, and get a giant crowd, then they can do that, but I don't think they could stay for very long.
But the thing is as well, like WWE with WrestleMania, everyone's like, bring WrestleMania or SummerSlam to England, and they're never going to do that. But like, it would be good for TNA to do one of their bigger pay-per-views.
Yeah, but
this country, because
the reason why
every shot they've ever done of like, watch TNA, there's always a fucking shot of Wembley Arena. It's that fucking shot every single time. So it's like, fucking just do a major event here for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but the reason why, look, 1992 with SummerSlam was a very different time period to what it is now. Nowadays, if WWE did a pay-per-view over here, it wouldn't be live in America, and that's their main audience. Whether we want to admit it or not, that's their main audience, right?
Well, wait a minute.
No, right. So they would have to. No, you're jumping too far
stuff.
ahead of me. You're jumping too far ahead of me here, right?
Okay.
Because UFC, different story. I'll get onto that in a minute. So, it wouldn't be live in America, and everyone seems to complain that WWE is not as good when it's taped than it is when it's live. That's why I think SmackDown doesn't do as well, because it's taped. And you know why else? Because the results are posted online. Now, if WWE did a pay-per-view over here, they would have to record it at 7 o'clock our time, which would then be on a tape delay in America. It would be on in 5 hours' time. So, that means that the results of the pay-per-view would be online, thus people won't need to watch it.
But, with that said, the UFC do shows. They're in fact doing a pay-per-view, I think it's this Saturday in Manchester, and they're doing it live. I don't know if it's a pay-per-view, but one way or another, it's a live show.
Yeah, but
they're doing a live show.
The thing is,
with
UFC...
prelims.
UFC is different. UFC is different because...
Ow.
WWE scripted. It's a storyline. UFC, if somebody wins the fight, then that doesn't really matter in the long run. In my opinion.
Then again, I don't think anyone's
storylines
going to
are what push it.
necessarily put off buying WrestleMania just because the results might be out early.
Yeah, and
Right.
also, that's
No,
not
but
my
that's-
point.
that's-
My point is, they're doing a live show over here. Why the fuck couldn't WWE or TNA do a live show over here?
Because I think it's a very different thing. I think it's a different beast. You're comparing sport to theatre here.
I think
in the
it's
long
not like
run.
WrestleMania. It might be a bit of a problem, but it could be a lesser important pay-per-view. I don't think
Well,
it'd be
there
a big
was
deal.
rumours for a while that WWE wanted to do a pay-per-view over here, but nothing ever.
Well, they've done it many times before,
Rebellion.
But
but they were. I don't know whether they were just UK only. Like Americans couldn't even buy them. I don't know.
well, Carmine just asked in the chat: would people in England be willing to stay up till 1 a.m. to see SummerSlam live? That way, it would still be on the same time in America. No, they wouldn't, because you got to remember that WWE is now aimed at families. What fucking 5-year-old's going to stay up till 4 a.m. at Wembley Stadium?
I don't think they'd even allow it to be open that late, like building laws and crap like that.
Probably not.
It's not like a nightclub.
Now that would
Well,
be
the rate
interesting.
TNA's going, they'd be like, TNA War Tour, your local nightclub. Like, no. It's just like a bunch of pissheads, and like, and like Bobby Roode comes out, and that's all they have left. Is
At
just
the end
Bobby
of the
Roode.
day, I think my original point though was that people like Magnus, who, can I just remind everyone, was on the really crap remake of Gladiators, right, that nobody watched, goes on to some radio station and then rips the internet fans apart, saying, "Oh, you guys don't know the industry." Bitch, please! We've seen the pictures of the empty arena. That says enough as it is. How can you say that your business is thriving when it's not pulling anyone in?
Well, I don't think you can blame him. He's a rookie. He's getting a push. This
Well, I
is
guess
the,
at the end
the
of the
highest
day-
he's been in his
No, no, no,
career.
no, no,
He's
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
exactly-
no. At the end of the
He's not going
day,
to exactly badmouth the company,
Yeah,
is he? He's not going to go,
no.
my company is shit.
no. You're missing my point. No, I know he's not going to he's not. He's not going to badmouth the company because that would be stupid if he badmouthed the company. What I'm saying is, why has he gone on and insulted the fans when it's quite clear the evidence is there? He should have just said, "I refuse to comment," or something like that. What is the point of insulting the fans? Now, that's just fucking Eric Bischoff coming through.
I don't know.
And there's
I
nothing
think
worse
it's-
that annoys me than when you absolutely hate on your fans, because they are the ones that are paying, well, not
Yeah.
over here, but in America, they're the ones that are paying to see you, and you go, "Huh, you know fuck all, mate." On
But
your
at
bike.
the same time, even if they're not paying for it, if nobody watches, they don't get a network deal. They don't get a TV deal. People have got to watch. Like, Challenge have got to justify having them on. So if you keep saying you're all full of shit and saying the customer is not always right, you're just saying, don't watch our shit program.
At the end of the day, there's a difference between bad-mouthing your company and then just, basically lying about it, saying, "Oh, well, you don't know what it's like backstage."
That's
we
just
might not
wrestling.
know.
That's what.
We might
that's
not
what
know
they
what it's like
all
backstage.
do, really.
We might not know what it's like. Might not know what it's like backstage, Magnus. But I can tell you, when you look at the pictures of Bound for Glory and hardly anyone's there, it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to tell you that something is not right. If that
Something
happens,
else that's not right is that Sting keeps wrestling in a fucking t-shirt.
Sting needs to go away. Have I ever said this? Like, there's rumours that Sting might go to WWE. LOL, like every year. And, like, I don't want to see Sting again. this is a problem with this company. They realize that, they should realize that no one fucking turns up to their events. So go to smaller arenas. Like, I would have been happier if they did Bound for Glory at, I don't know, the Hammerstein Ballroom. Or something like that, where it's a smaller arena, like, it's more of an intense crowd. I would have been happy with that. But no, they go to areas that they never fucking go to normally. Like, when was the last time they went to California? I don't even know! And they're just like, yeah, sure, people in fucking fucking idiots here will come see us. No, they won't. That's why half of this fucking arena is empty. And dare I say it, it's probably more than half. It's probably like 2/3 of this fucking arena is empty. It's just sad. It's so sad to see what this company was like at one point, where they actually had just something. They had something about them that made them different, that made them unique, that made them literally pay money to see these people. Like, I've seen these guys live. At one point, I saw TNA live, and it weren't so bad, kind of. It's nowhere near as bad as it is now.
I think it also translates into what they're doing in the ring. I think some of the wrestlers have had enough. Did you watch the Ultimate X match? That was the worst Ultimate X match there's ever been. There wasn't even a high spot. There wasn't even one high spot. They didn't do anything in the match. Jeff Hardy was just sort of like walking around as slow as he could go.
I thought
like, what the hell happened to Jeff Hardy?
I thought ladders were banned in Ultimate X as well.
Yeah, it's an Ultimate X match, and they go for the ladder.
What's the point of it being an Ultimate X then?
What is the point? It's just a fucking thing you're hanging a belt from now. What is the point? You're ruining the only unique thing you had left. This is all you have, and you ruined it. God, just kill it.
There wasn't even one flying maneuver in the whole match.
Kill this company! Pull the plug! Like, end this. I've had enough. I can't be arsed with this shit. Even James Storm is pitching a new reality show. TNA star James Storm, who is opening a bar in Nashville, is shopping for a reality show about the bar to TV networks. The show would be based around the crazy antics that take place there, including the celebrity guests. This would be a side project that wouldn't eat into his TNA schedule. Even James Storm is like, fuck this. This company's about to die, and I need to go do something else.
Yeah.
It's alright, but we've got EC3 now, who's gonna turn the ratings around.
No, he's not.
It's Derek Bateman.
No, it's Derek fucking Bateman. Andy's right. It's Derek
I must admit, though, he looks good. It's like when you take someone that's been through the WWE system and you plant them on TNA, and you just think, yeah, this guy actually looks like a wrestler. Like, TNA doesn't even have that kind of presence anymore. But you can take a guy from NXT and it's like, oh, he looks kind of good.
Can I just say something? Because it reminded me, and Andy moved on a bit too quickly, but there was
Sorry, I just wanted to show, like, even the guys are like...
No, I know, but there was one thing that to this day still bothers me, and I don't know why, and it's going back to Sting. Sting lost the match to Bully Ray with the stipulation that if he lost, he can never challenge for the world title again. Why is he still around then? If that was me, and I know it's a fictional sport, but still, logic needs to apply. What is the point of competing there if you can't win the world title? That doesn't make sense. From a logical point of view, wouldn't you think, actually... So, I've been banned from ever competing for the TNA title again. I don't know. WWE really wants me. Why don't I go over there? I've never won their belt. And they're fucking more well-known. I know it's fictional, but you've got to keep logic. It doesn't make sense. Why is Sting still around? What has he got left to achieve?
I think Sting's even said in interviews that he doesn't necessarily want to be in the ring as regular as he is. But Dixie Carter's actually, well, not forcing him, but they're telling him, look, we want you in the ring. He doesn't even care. He knows he can't do what he used to do, and he doesn't look great because he's wearing a friggin' T-shirt. But I think it's them that want him in the ring.
Then why doesn't he just say, fuck this?
Because the company are fucked. Like, literally, they fired everyone that was actually decent and actually had potential and were actually talented. They got rid of that just to keep Hogan around, and Hogan's like, brother, this is shit, I'm not coming back. So it's just like, The only guy they have left is Sting. He's nearly 50, if not in his 50s. It's just, I don't care about this company. I want it to die. I don't want it around anymore. It's a joke. We have a TNA drinking game, for fuck's sake, because it's that much of a joke. It's laughable. The fact that Dixie Carter has now had to bring herself on screen and be one of the worst heels in human history. I don't care if people like this Dixie Carter. She can't talk. She can't do anything. She's like an exact rip-off of Vicky Guerrero, where I just want people to boo me and get nuclear heat. They can't do anything original.
Not to mention, they're doing basically a carbon copy of this Best for Business storyline.
Exactly, it's just shit. They've never done anything. No, I take that back. They have come up with original stuff, but take the Ultimate Exit Bound for Glory, for instance. They ruin everything they possibly have, and there's rumours that they're going to bring back the six-sided ring because of some tour that they're doing in 2015, and the plans say that there's a six-sided ring. I don't care. They've ruined it all now. Everything that they've ever had that was original, unique, or compelling about this company, they have ruined because they have tried to be an exact carbon copy of WWE. And not only is it a carbon copy of WWE, it's a shit copy of WWE that someone drew with a crayon. Went, there you go, that's TNA.
It's like an E-Fed. It's like somebody's done an E-Fed.
No, an E-Fed would be better than this. An E-Fed would be so much better than this. An E-Fed, you would bring in every talented person in the independent scene. Instead, we have Gunner. So, no, it's not even an E-Fed. It's just bollocks. It's shit. It's just a turd. I could wipe my ass after this show and be like, this is not just a metaphor.
Have you heard the other news, though, that there's a bunch of independent promotions that have local television? You know, there's a couple that have television in their individual markets. They've now banded together and they're trying to create kind of a new NWA where they have a touring champion that goes through the different promotions. And because they've all got TV, they can all promote, you know, they get a bigger audience on television. I don't know whether that'll take off or not, but might be something to keep an eye on.
That's a terrible idea. I mean, like, I just hate TNA. I don't see the point in their existence. I honestly don't.
There's
the one guy they've made in AJ Styles, he's a joke.
Yeah.
Just fuck this company. It's just I'm sick of talking about it. I can't deal with it anymore. It actually makes me depressed after these shows. My housemate asks what's wrong, and I go TNA, and they understand. That's the worst thing. Two random people who don't even like wrestling understand how I feel. I don't care anymore. It makes me upset. I don't want to hate this company.
It's just TNA used to pride itself on being the alternative, but now it's just like a really poorly done carbon copy. So why would you
look back at even their first shows in Nashville? They drew quite a few people. The crowd were really into it. It looked like something you could get behind. I don't know what's happened.
Even the event that me and Paige went to on Saturday, Revolution Pro Wrestling, was sellout. It was like over 500 people. How is TNA doing this?
It's like they're not even marketing the town. They're just turning up and setting up a ring. It's like, there's wrestling here. Like, do they even, like, put posters up or go on the local radio? Or...
I know for Bound for Glory that Bully Ray and Brooke Tessmacher appeared on, like, the morning TV show. But it's like Bully Ray's a heel. And the only reason Brooke Tessmacher's there is...
That ass.
Which, you know what? They should have just had Brooke Tessmacher there, to be honest.
I think, actually, there is one positive of TNA right now.
There isn't.
No. Brooke Tessmacher in those tiny shorts.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to agree with you there.
It's the only reason why I would watch TNA. I just fast forward to her bits.
No, fucking brilliant! I've got the greatest idea ever! Greatest idea ever, right?
Right.
Fire everyone else, and just have Brooke Tessmacher there for 2 hours.
I'd watch it. I would
win,
watch it.
and then
At least
look
then the name would make sense.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then look at the ratings just spike. It'd be the greatest thing ever.
It's
And then
true.
put that on before Bellator, and then everyone will watch your shitty MMA thing. That's actually crap.
There you go. That's the only They should have turned her heel long ago. Holy hot
Why
goddamn.
are heels hotter? I don't understand. Why is
Something
this a
about
thing?
a bad girl, man. Something about a bad... It's like when they've got the leather jackets and the leather shorts and the leather boots and the... I'm going to be quiet because now I'm just sounding weird. But yeah.
Well, this is more of a thing that you like, and you're revealing too much. So shut up, and we'll talk about Rey Mysterio returning to the ring instead. Rey Mysterio has made his long-awaited return to the ring, teaming with Sin Cara, who botches all the time, to defeat Alberto Del Rio and Wade Barrett during a WWE house show in Mexico.
Mexico.
I like how you missed the Guadalajara.
Smart move.
Guadalajara,
Smart
Mexico.
move. Andy botches everything that he says. It was a smart move, to be fair.
Right. I love how Sin Cara is mentioned, and I nearly botched the name of the place. I'm Sin Cara in disguise. So, yay, nay, Rey Mysterio's back. Happy? He's gonna get injured again, probably.
I think in terms of marketing, the kids like him. He sells some
He sells
merchandise. I think he does well in that respect. But in terms of bringing in the ring,
They need to just get him to do that WrestleMania feud with whoever they want him to pass the torch to, and make sure he can do it before he breaks his legs again. Just get on with it. And
at the end of the day, the guy keeps getting injured. He's not what he used to be. He'll admit that himself. And also there has been word going around that he is a bit of a drain on WWE money. I mean, he always asks for a pay rise, and he plays hardball, and I can understand, he is sort of the last main WCW person in WWE, excluding Big Show, because Big Show was in
Booker T.
WWE before. No, Booker T. Booker T's not in ring though.
Oh, well, you said name. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about actually in ring, still competing.
Okay.
Booker T's more of a general manager. So he's sort of like that last major WCW name that's still kicking around. But personally, I think he's not really bringing anything to the ring anymore. I don't get
what they need to do is get El Generico under a mask, or put Pac under a mask, or one of these guys from NXT who can actually fly and is on the top of their game, and just put him in a program with Rey Mysterio and pass the torch and just get on with it.
Please don't put Pac
I thought
under
you
a
were going to
mask.
say do like a fake Razor Ramon and fake Diesel and do fake Rey Mysterio. I seriously thought that's where you're going with this. I'm like, no, Keelan, that would be stupid. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do as well. I would just have Ray. Don't put him in the ring with Sin Cara, because his career's fucked. So put it. Wow, I can't even talk. I've got Liam's problem now.
Fuck you,
I would,
fuck you, you little prick.
fuck you, you little shite. Wait a minute, I'm tiny.
I'll fucking wreck you, mate.
My point is Keelan's point.
Well, that was great. Thanks for that random piece of information there, Andy. But I think that, I think he should hang it up, personally. I mean, in terms of the money, I can see why. In terms of the kids, I can see why. But he's not really brought any exciting matches. I see what you mean about having him pass the torch, but right now I think he's so past it that the torch is up for grabs. I don't think he even needs to pass it anymore. It's on the floor. The first person who gets it has it.
I personally think he shouldn't wrestle until Mania so that he can do the pass the torch. So he doesn't, I don't know, do a Chris Sabin and be out forever.
And then has, a world title run for a month. Does nothing. Fucking loses.
All of a sudden has a girlfriend they all of a sudden treats bad all of a sudden. As if we
knew this all along.
Oh, it's just stupid.
Why
Anyway,
does it always come back to
with
TNA? It always comes
Speaking
back to
of
TNA.
other things, Jim Ross has meets with Vince McMahon. Not Vince, it's Shane, you moron. God, or someone else do this story. I'm a moron.
So JR
It's not really a story.
Yeah, JR was
just
doing one of his
dinner with him.
shows, ran into Shane McMahon. Nothing really happened. I don't even know why this is on the news list, to be fair. Nothing happened. It's not even noteworthy. Why are we talking about this? Let's move on.
No, they met randomly in a place. What were the chances?
And the follow-up to this story is...
If they were launching a new promotion, then that'd be quite interesting. But
Yeah, there's nothing newsworthy about this, Andy. Why is this on here? What I'm looking at this fucking sheet now.
Why is Stephanie
Right, I'm
McMahon
looking at
selling
this
WWE
fucking
stuff?
sheet now, and why is it on here?
Because I thought, well, because it's Shane McMahon. It's Shane. We haven't seen Shane in years.
He's been
his
gone.
hair's not as bad as it was.
Exactly.
That's
His hair
reason.
was weird before. His hair's not weird now.
I love how his hair is what we are now talking about. What are we,
It's
fucking
a
Heat?
slow news
What are we,
week.
a
What do you
fucking
want me to
Heat
do?
magazine?
Do you want me to make up news? Fine, I'll make up news. Jim Ross and Shane McMahon are starting a new company. It's called Dickhead Wrestling Alliance. Happy now? God fucking damn. Why is Stephanie McMahon selling her stock? There's been a lot of speculation online why Stephanie McMahon has been selling her WWE shares. According to the New York Post, she is selling a portion of her Class B shares for personal financial purposes that include building a house. It is not clear whether this is a real estate venture or a family home.
Yeah, this is a bit concerning. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
As long
I
as she didn't
thought
do
they
a
were-
Jeff Jarrett and sell her shares to Dixie Carter, then I'm not too fussed.
I thought their family was pretty fucking minted. So why is she selling stock of the company she partly owns?
yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this because this is still $1 million company. Can you not buy a house for that money?
Well, I guess if your dad owns the company more or less, I think he has the majority shares, he has the controlling stake or whatever. Is there any need for her even to have any shares? Like,
Yes,
what she
because what
gains
happens
from it?
when he dies? I'm sorry, but what happens when Vince dies?
Or retires?
Or
Well, it
he
goes
will
straight
never
to them,
retire.
I'd imagine.
Would you imagine? What if it went to Linda?
It won't go to Linda.
But what if it did?
But it won't.
Yeah, but
She's
what
no
if it
longer,
did?
Like, I don't...
But
Does
if it
she-
did, then maybe it will be turned into like the world
Political
Republican.
entertainment.
I don't know.
It's just Linda McMahon's fucking ugly horse face on there for 2 hours.
Taking really bad stunners.
that was the
Yes.
worst done ever.
But
Go
I don't
ahead.
know. I don't know if it would automatically go to them. I mean, is Triple H actually second
What
in
is
command?
just going to accidentally sell his company to somebody else? Whoops! It's been in my family for generations.
Just
Like, my dad owned it, my great-granddad owned it, but whoopsie-doodle, I'll give it to Liam. Like, I don't think that's how it's...
mate, I would make it
Whoopsie-doodle,
great.
I said I just sold 93% of my stock, and then I'm just like, I'm on a computer. Holy fuck, I owned it all. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Well, all right.
Have you
then.
seen that video? Talking of stock, have you seen
Fine,
that
for the
funny
sake of
video online where there's this one fan that has one share for $1 or something, and he goes to all the meetings, and he keeps asking whether they're going to buy TNA and things like that, and just cracking everybody up.
That guy is brilliant.
By the
Oh my
way,
god, why did we do that?
by the way,
Why don't we buy a share in this company and then we can turn up to Greenwich, Connecticut, actually walk into Titan Towers and be like, this place looks like it was built in the 80s, it looks horrible, just walk in, sit there with a beer in our hand going, you right, Vince? And just be like, this is shit. And then this drink, buy TNA, kill it off. And then we just get kicked out and then we're forced to sell our share.
somebody actually research how much it is to buy a share in WWE.
Oh god, you know what? I'm going to do this now. Fuck it. I'm not
It
going to
was
buy...
a lot.
Can I just
buy a
say,
share.
actually, I can play the stock market really well, right? I've done it before.
Okay.
No, I've played the stock
No.
market before,
It does
right?
not mean you're good at it.
No, honestly, right? I did it on GTA 5. Somebody gave me $100,000 worth
Wow.
of stock in their company because I saved them. I saved their bike from being stolen. And then he was like, "I've given you
What?
$100,000 worth of stock in my company." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I
Some
sold it.
bitch.
And then I sold it, and I got $102,000.
Grand
Played the
Theft
stock
Auto
market.
5 is not... Oh my god, it only costs £7.22.
Let's
to
buy a
it.
stock.
In this shit company. Holy fuck. Holy wank. Oh god, I might do this on the air. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
Buy it, please, Andy. Buy a stock in WWE.
I don't know how to buy shares. What do you do?
I don't know. Just buy it.
I can't
I
buy it.
opened a trading account once, and then I thought, No, never closed it.
Oh,
That's a great
God,
story, Keelan.
Cheers.
Keelan's story
Thought I'd
hour.
share my expertise there. Yeah.
Keelan's story hour. I went public once. Did I close my account? Anyway,
Because I was so useless, they didn't even make me pay the fee of opening it.
I think Andy should buy a share in WWE, and then he could have a legitimate reason to come on the air and complain. Because he's like,
Oh
this
my-
is partly my company, damn it!
This is actually probably one of the greatest ideas we've ever had. Like, I'll just be like, so now I have a stake in this piece of shit. Why is it not good?
Right,
Make it
honestly,
better.
I honestly think, for our New Year's resolution, 2014, all three
Yes.
members of the Suplah buy a stock in WWE, and
Well,
then we have a
could take part
legitimate
in those
reason.
conference calls and ask
Exactly.
Vince questions about the network and stuff.
Oh my God, yes.
Then we could be
So,
like, we're on the show. Vince. Okay, so we're on the conference call. Vince, just to let you know, right? We're doing our radio show now. Our fans are going to ask you questions. Why is Daniel Bryan being screwed over right now? And then it's just that, it's silence.
No, what would happen? What would happen would be like, next on the line we have Andrew Kwan. Bye TNA, bye, and that's it. It just ends.
Bye. Anyway, yeah, that's what I think we should happen. I think we should all buy stakes in WWE, and then we have a legitimate reason for this show to exist.
You know what? When TNA dies, we'll do that because that will be the only reason why we should exist.
There you
I
go.
wish TNA sold shares.
No, you fucking don't.
No, actually, no. Keelan's got a point. They should because they'll be worth like a penny, and then I'll just buy all of them, and then I'll just be like the fucking head of TNA. It'd be the greatest thing ever.
Just buy Dixie, kick her out of the office.
You're like, you're fired. Get out. And
You're
like,
fired,
so,
and you're
what you gonna
fired,
do?
and you're fired.
Hire Scott Steiner.
Oh, by the way, Scott Steiner's in the new WWE game
Yes.
as
Does he talk,
DLC, but he's in it.
Well, does he talk? Does he talk? Does he talk?
No, he does not
Oh,
say.
what's the point then?
He does not sadly say he's fat. If he came away saying he's fat, I would be like, yes,
God damn it.
boss. But he doesn't.
Well, Magnus and Mickie James have apparently broken up.
Good for
TNA
them.
star Magnus revealed on Twitter that he's no longer dating Mickie James. He says, only tweeting this to prevent rumours and speculation. Mickie James and I are not an item anymore. No drama, BS, just different directions.
It's funny because no one knew they were to start with.
Yeah, I think
Was he showing off there?
he was. He was just like, yeah, I was doing her. Her. I'm not now, but I was.
To be fair, if you've seen her porn videos, it's not really anything spectacular. Everyone seems to have done it by now.
What are you talking about?
Mickey's porn videos.
Mickey's what now?
Mickey James's porn videos.
He does.
I knew she did still images that were quite bad, but I didn't know there was videos.
Yeah, I've seen it. Don't ask.
Sure, it's
why.
not a lookalike in some pixelated like WMV file.
I don't know. All I can say.
It is Mickie James. But
She can.
What is porn, by the way? I don't understand.
Yeah, right.
Why are you looking at me like that? Glenn in the chat has asked if Lita and Punk are still together. From
Can
what
I
I've heard,
answer that? Can I answer that?
Yep.
I don't give a shit, to be fair.
I don't care about any of these stories. Like
Punk is one man whore though, isn't he? Fucking hell.
Punk, I don't care. Like Punk can fuck whoever the fuck he likes. Magnus can do what he. I don't care. I really couldn't give a shit. Does it? If it changes the product, then I care. It don't matter. I don't
If
give
it
a fuck.
changes what we're actually investing in terms of our time and our money, then I give a shit. But in terms of who they're fucking, I don't care, to be honest. I don't. Anyone can do whatever they want. It's not bothering me. What I'm bothered with is what I see on the screen. Sorry, just saying. Sorry, that was a little rant. But this is why I hate shit like Heat Magazine and all that crap.
Yeah,
I don't
I just
care who Jennifer Aniston is going out with. Do you know why? Because I will never meet her, nor will I ever meet him, and they'll probably break up soon, so why do I care? I don't. That's the hint there. Anyway, rant over, sorry. Moving on.
Low-Ki announced his retirement from Japan. Low-Ki, who has already announced his retirement several months back, once again says he's stepping away from the ring. He wrote on Twitter, due to at All Japan PW not honoring their contractual obligations of medical care after being injured in AJPW, I am retiring from pro wrestling. Again. The again bit I added, by the way, just for journalistic shit.
It is again.
I don't care. He retires all the time. This is gonna be. He's like Terry Funk at this point. He just keeps retiring.
Yeah, I think he keeps getting pissed off and then like, yeah, I'm going to retire. Not really.
He talks like, I am Low-Ki and I am going to retire again.
I'm sorry.
It's a shame that he never really got further in like WWE or TNA.
I don't know why. But then again, he did have the name Caval, so... But, can I just say, whenever anyone says Low-Ki, I think of the Avengers. I'm sorry, but I do.
I think of the rapper.
I think there's a rapper called Low-Ki?
There is.
It's a rapper?
Hell. Since when did you listen to rap music?
Me?
Yeah.
This is more important than this story. What the fuck?
So wait. Put the news on hold. Keelan listens to rap music.
Yo, 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 I make a mean cup of cocoa.
Yeah!
I didn't say I was a
first
rapper.
freestyle. We had our first freestyle.
Go,
Go, Keelan.
Go, Keelan.
Go.
It's your birthday.
Go, Keelan. Go.
Go,
Go,
Keelan. Go, Keelan. Go. We're so white.
Okay, if you really want me to go, I'll just leave.
Okay, bye. Anyway. But yeah, I think of the Avengers. That's how much I care about this story. Lava Hot Steve Texas says Lita and Punk make me want to star. It's a bit
What
weird.
does star mean? I don't understand.
Maybe he means star jumping.
Or he wants to...
He wants to fap over Punk and Lita.
Whatever floats your boat, Hot Lava Steve Texas, who I don't actually think is
whatever.
from...
I don't care. I mean...
He likes the pipe bomb.
I don't think he's actually from Texas. He doesn't sound like a redneck.
Okay, so you want to talk about this event you went to?
Revolution Pro Wrestling, yes. On Saturday, me and Paige went to Revolution Pro Wrestling down in East London, in Bethnal Green, for those who know East London. And I got to say, it was a very good show. But there was a very special guest on the show.
Who was that?
Took you a while to realise I was letting you do... Anyway, it was none other than Bret Hart.
He nearly tripped in the ring.
He did, he slipped. I felt a bit sorry for him, to be fair. But it was awesome, and he was like 6 feet away from me. It was really good, but I got to be honest, if anyone can actually track down the show from Saturday night, it was the 19th of October 2013. If you can track it down, watch it, because the match between Prince Devitt and Ricochet for the British Cruiserweight title, literally the match of the fucking year. Honest to God, it was better than any match that WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, or any other promotion has put on so far. Honest to God, I got to be honest, right? Most matches that I see, and this isn't just this year, this is pretty much since I've started watching wrestling, have not had me on the edge of my seat like that match did. I can probably name a few. The Jeff Hardy Undertaker ladder match from 2002, the Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio match from SummerSlam 2005. That's probably really about it that's had me on the edge of my seat. That was one of them. That was literally fucking match of the damn year. It was epic. So if you can find that match, DVD, online, I don't know. If you can find it, watch it. Honestly, seriously.
Supposedly WWE were going after Prince Devitt a few weeks ago.
I don't know. I didn't ask because the thing is, when I go to these sort of shows, I don't go often. But when I do, I feel like it's a bit of an insult if you wear something that is WWE related or TNA related. Because I just think...
Why?
Because you're not supporting the promotion, you're supporting another promotion that has nothing to do with that promotion you're there to see. I had a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt, but I chose not to wear it because Stone Cold Steve Austin was not on the show, nor is he affiliated with any
but
British wrestling.
as long as you're paying to see the show and you buy a product, then what's the fucking problem?
Because you see people walking around dressed as fucking Bray Wyatt, and I think, you're at the wrong fucking event, guys.
Okay, that's a bit weird. I mean,
They were sat next to me!
Sure, wasn't just in a Hawaiian shirt for the hell of it.
There was 3 of them in Hawaiian shirts and straw hats. It wasn't a freaking coincidence, Keelan.
They could have been mirroring the hat guy from ECW.
They really weren't. They were dressed like Bray Wyatt. That was weird. Why?
maybe just
There was one guy who was dressed up. There was one guy there who was dressed up as Bret Hart. Okay, that's a bit far, but I can accept it. I would never do it. What?
Bret Hart was
No,
there.
listen to what I was going to say. Listen to what I was going to say. I still think that's a bit far, but I can understand it because Bret Hart was on the card, right?
I wouldn't wear a T-shirt with WWE or whatever on it because I wouldn't wear a T-shirt like that.
And also, the other thing that annoyed me, Colt Cabana was on the show, right? And people were wearing CM Punk shirts and getting pictures with him, pointing at the T-shirt, and I was just like, just because you're wearing CM Punk's shirt does not mean that Colt Cabana is going to think you're amazing. Because that's his friend's shirt. If somebody, right, gotta be honest, if somebody came up to me wearing I Heart Andy T-shirt and went, can I get a picture with you? I'd be like, go fuck yourself, mate.
And the worst thing is, they've gone up to Colt Cabana, who's like not as successful as CM Punk. So it's like, can I have a picture with you wearing your best friend, who is about 1 million times more successful? I'd be like, fuck off, you fucking twat. That's what I'd be like.
What was the other insult? Is Colt Cabana was selling his own T-shirts there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He goes, the poor bloke sells his own merch everywhere he goes. He travels the entire world, and I guarantee some arsehole will go up to him and be like, are you CM Punk's friend? Like, just fuck off, you twats. Leave the poor guy alone. He wants to make some money, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
So what's happening with this event in March? Are we going? Are we not going?
I think I want to go. Keelan wants to go. Andy, it's your birthday weekend. It's your birthday.
Yeah,
and not only that, March 15th, right? Andy's birthday.
Don't give away my birthday on the air.
We've done
Andy
it before.
lives at 1, 2, 3.
Right? March 15th is Andy's birthday. Revolution Pro Wrestling. They've got Ric Flair as their special
Andy's
guest.
birthday sign. Let's do it. No, not really.
Andy's birthday.
Andy's birthday.
Look, I'll let you guys know because.
Well, we need to get tickets. We shouldn't talk about this.
Is it a money problem? Is it a
yes? It is
travel.
It's a money problem. It's going to cost me.
Then prostitute yourself. It's fine. No one will judge you except maybe me and Keelan and everyone else in society.
Well, I'm sure we could split the price and let you pay us on the day or something. Maybe.
Or he buys the accommodation, which is actually more expensive. But fuck it, don't tell him. We shouldn't be discussing this on the air. Basically,
yes.
If you are
off the air, but
and if worse comes to worse, we can give it to a listener.
Yes.
If he doesn't.
If you are interested, Bethnal Green, York Hall, March 15th. Ric Flair is appearing. Revolution Pro Wrestling. Keelan and Liam are going to be there. I did refer to myself in third person. Fuck it. What you going to do? Come down, see us, hang out with us. Why not? We're good people.
Nobody wants to hang out with us. Don't be silly.
This is very true. But still, if you can find tickets, I would recommend it. And you know what? Just wear a Suplah shirt. Say I love Andy, and then me and Keelan won't have pictures with you. We'll know who to avoid.
You know what? That sounds like the greatest idea ever. Turn up, and if you have an I love Andy shirt, then I'll just be like, yeah, I actually did thumbs up, and I just realised no one can see me. So, oh god, John Cena's coming. When is Hell in a Cell, by the way?
This Sunday.
It's this Sunday.
They have a pay-per-view like every week.
Yep.
Oh my god. You see, this is the thing about TNA, right? They don't do pay-per-views every week, but yet they don't book them. They don't prepare for them. They don't do anything.
Yeah, at least TNA didn't end their last pay-per-view on a freaking double DQ. Not resolving anything.
The annoying thing is they're having a rematch between Bully Ray and AJ Styles on Impact. So anyone that actually bought pay-per-view, it's just been screwed because it's for free the next day. next week.
What are they doing? Please tell me you didn't say that.
A rematch.
Wow.
8 and 8.
They're doing a rematch on free TV.
I mean,
Yep.
wow.
Basically, everybody bought the pay-per-view that, your money doesn't even count because it's going to be on telly anyway.
Wow. I mean, that's as bad as giving away a steel cage match before lockdown.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with this company?
Isn't
I
it
know
like...
like people are like, oh, but this shit is fake and scripted. But there comes a point where you gotta think, in these difficult times, in this economic climate that we're in, if you fuck over the fans by doing this, surely there's some kind of moral obligation to be like, if we want the fucking... It's not even moral, it's like a business obligation. If we want people to come back and watch this shit, should we not, like, fuck them over doing double DQs or do fucking the same main event on free TV literally 4 days later? Can someone please fucking tell me that this is not happening?
I can't.
It's just dumb.
I mean,
can't
wow.
deal with
I mean, like,
shit.
if you actually need a textbook on how not to do something, TNA's fucking writing it, isn't it? I mean,
Can't deal with this anymore, man. I can't deal with TNA. I can't do it. I can't. I just... It makes me...
who's working for them? A fucking 8-year-old? What is? I just. Wow. I'm
done.
sorry. I'm sorry, but that's just. Wow. Fucking hell. That's like a film coming out of the cinema.
Russo.
That's
like Russo.
No. That's like a
Hiya.
film. That's like a film coming out of the cinema one week, and then the next week it's on fucking BBC One. I mean, wow.
Our silence and our lack of willing to do this show because of TNA is
I'm
just
done.
it's a metaphor for this.
I'm fucking done.
I can't
I am
talk about this
done.
shit company.
I can't do it anymore, guys. Literally, I can't. TNA. Oh, you know what? It's weird. It's ironic in a way. TNA's fuck-ups is what's driven this show. But now it's got so bad to the point where this show can't even talk about anything else. We literally can't move on from TNA because they just... I mean, I can't fucking get over that. I mean...
I don't
I'm fucking
I don't
gobsmacked.
understand their logic.
I am gobsmacked. I mean...
I'm shocked. They fired half their roster. They're giving away a fucking world title match that literally happened 4 days ago that some idiot paid for. And they can't even fill up. They can't even do like 3/4 of an arena. And they're that stupid that they don't like fucking tape off like the parts of the arena that are not full. They just leave it so idiots could take photos. This company is run by morons. And now they're doing an angle where Dixie Carr is clearly a fucking idiot and don't know what the fuck she's doing. Why does this thing still exist? Pull the plug. Kill with fire. I don't care. Just get rid of this thing. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of fucking human resource. People in that company would be fucking more beneficial if the fucking, I don't know, the company died, to be honest. Because being associated with that company instantly makes you shit. So
if everyone in that company was made redundant, they would be able to find something better, I'm sure. They've got to. I just, whoa, man, seriously, I can't actually believe that.
I cannot deal with this anymore.
I can't either. I'm done. I'm done with
You guys
TNA.
need to go to like TNA rehab or something.
Like, I just can't do it because it's the epitome of shit. I can't. I'm sick of talking about it. We fucking try.
Let's all agree on some indie fed or something else that we can replace TNA with and talk about that every week instead.
Okay.
Like, let's all decide to watch Ring of Honor TV every week or
How?
I don't know.
How? They fucking
online.
take down
It's free.
everything that's put online.
No, they have their TV show online.
Yeah,
I ain't fucking paying to watch it.
you get it for free.
It's
Well-
delayed, but
Well, fuck
there
that.
is a new show every week.
No, I just can't. I mean, like, that's it. That's the last fucking straw with TNA. That is the last goddamn straw.
PWG.
I can't-
PWG.
I can't fathom it anymore. I mean, this show was ran on TNA's mistakes, but it's got to the point now where it's all we're ever talking about. It's not making a good Suplah show.
I want Don West back. I want them to be on Fox Sports Net. Like,
I want them to be an actual freaking alternative to WWE. That was the point of them. That's why they existed.
What can they do at this point, though? What could they do? If they
just bring on.
The guy is tweeting a bunch of shit, and I want to tweet at him, "You are a knob," and I want you to fuck off the face.
What they need to do is just 1 week. The show starts. It's called something completely different. The announcers go, "We're now under new management," and then they just hit the reset and start again.
I don't think that would work. Anything that's associated with those 3 letters, TNA, doesn't matter what the fuck it was. I don't think you can do anything about it anymore. I think this thing is just shit. You can't. Everyone will know it was formerly TNA. It's like TNA has this stigma about it, this stench, this bad smell that won't go away.
And it's got Jeremy Borash just smiling all over it.
Oh, his creepy face. And it's just like, you try oust to get rid of this smell. You try fucking washing whatever the fuck metaphor I'm on about. And it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Everyone that's ever left this company has said it's shit. Everyone. Funny enough, it's only the people that work for it that are like, this is the best company in the fucking world. Just fuck this company. It's a waste of space. Like, it's not even Hogan's problem now. Even Hogan, who is a leech, who I've called a parasite for fuck's sake, doesn't want to be a part of your fucking company, then my fucking god, how bad must it be?
I'm just done.
I am done with this fucking company.
I can't put up with it. As far as I'm concerned, TNA's dead. I never want to speak about that company ever again. It does not deserve our breath anymore. Because every time we talk about it, even though, no matter how negative it is, it's promoting the damn thing. So you know what? The best way for it to go away is just to ignore it. Pretend it does not even exist. Because, you know what? It may as well not at this point. It's doing so little, and excuse the pun here, but it's doing so little impact on the wrestling scene that it doesn't need to exist. That's just a fact.
Okay, so what are we saying, right? So right now, TNA is completely, 100% boycotted on this show. No TNA news, no mention of the letters TNA. If you say TNA, you're banned on the show for a week.
It may as well, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it's dead. The company's
we are Crispin
dead.
barring TNA.
that Hulk Hogan guy is not going to like this episode.
No, well, whatever. He always dislikes everything, and yet he listens to every episode. It's weird.
What is with that guy? There's a guy that trolls our stupid YouTube page going, I love Hulk Hogan so much.
Anyone who pisses off Liam is good with me. Like, oh, really?
Well, he'll be happy. We're never mentioning them again. Fuck him.
There you go. It's over.
You know what? I actually feel good. I feel better. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm going to look at the world in a more positive light.
Just a light without TNA.
Are you ready to get on the Dixie train?
Keelan, you're banned from the show for a week. So, yeah. How long we got left at this show?
We may as well wrap it up now, to be honest. We may as well wrap it up now. With the knowledge, and excuse me, but I am going to say it one last time, with the knowledge that in our opinion, in our non-professional, completely opinionated opinion, TNA is dead. And on that note, I think the show should come to its natural conclusion.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Liam Dunn.
I've been Andy Quad.
And I've been WrestlingPundit.com editor, Keelan Bolton.
Nice one, Keelan!